Hey, afternoon everyone. Tim, Football Vagabond. Why the football and why the vagabond? Well, football's been my great love all my life, my passion from being a kid right to my age now. So ex-professional footballer, semi-professional footballer, professional coach, semi-professional coach. I've taught, I've coached, I've upskilled tens of thousands of kids and coaches over the years. So I've got a bit of an idea what I'm talking about. And of course, today, as always, the interesting topic is the English Premier League, and particularly Manchester United v Wolves. I was really disappointed with United's performance. It was so dire. So let me just ask a couple of questions to everybody who's watching, and thanks again for watching. Please give a comment and let me know so we can kind of grow this channel, because part of what I'm doing on this channel as well is I'm giving free coaching. So for kids or younger players who want to know about how to become a better footballer, some of my vlogs are on coaching skills topics, basic fundamentals of how to be able to dribble the ball, run with the ball, cross the ball, shoot, pass, head a ball, and so on and so forth. So these are all skills that every player in the English Premier League should have in abundance. That's why they got to play in the highest and the best league in the world. But I looked at the United game against Wolves and I was so disappointed, like I said, because I thought that, well, where do you start? I'll ask a question. I'll ask you a question. Well, first of all, we know that United won't win anything this year. And under the previous coach, Ten Hag, they won 2 trophies, yes. And, you know, the powers that be, the owners of the club, weren't happy with, obviously, things that were going on there. And that's why he lost his job. So they brought in this young coach, Portuguese coach, Ruben Amorim, and with no experience of the English Premier League. He's worked in the Portuguese league, and I think you tell me, I think that's his limit of knowledge, experience. So you're coming from a completely different culture into the hardest league in the world. The expectation on a club like Manchester United, it's huge, absolutely huge. So he's got to come in, hit the ground running, and win games straight away. Otherwise, he's out the door. The last, I think it was last 7 games at Ten Hag, looked after the team. They got more points than the first 7 games that Ruben Amorim has managed to get, or the team's managed to get. So there's so many issues. These three questions. First question is, do you think, I've got the answer, but you tell me what you think. Do you think United will win the Premier League next year? Okay. Will United in the next 3 years win the Champions League? Okay. And will the current coach now be in charge in 3 years' time? Okay, so my answer to every one of those questions, or well, just 3, is no. And so what are the owners of the club, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, what is their idea? What is the intention of bringing these inexperienced coaches, I'm talking inexperienced in the English Premier League, into a league which is the hardest, toughest, most intense league in the world? Is it because Amorim, he fits an image that Manchester United want to portray? He's young, he's energetic, and are they trying to sell tickets, and trying to make money off the brand rather than win things? Because I know that the majority of the fans, I don't, it's not my opinion, I believe the majority of the fans want Manchester United to win things, to get back to the glory days. And on the way they've been playing since the new coach has come in, they've got no chance. You have to, part of the skill set of a coach is you have to be able to communicate with your players. Okay, it's okay talking in front of the camera and saying what you need to do and what you like to do, but that's one thing. But you have to be able to communicate, get all your players on side. It looks as though he's got two players straight away, two favourite players, which is Rashford and Garnacho. It looks as though he's already put those offside. Okay, those are goal-scoring players, or players that create things and potentially can win your games. And United need that. They don't need to have more defenders just shutting up shop and trying to get 0-0, because that's not the United way anyway. And United can't do that anyway. They could put, off what I've seen, it looks as though they could probably put maybe 7 or 8 defensive-minded players in that team, and the opposition will still find a way through. Take Wolves, for example. The resources that Wolves have got in comparison to Manchester United, absolutely minimal. And yet Wolves showed more intent, more endeavour, more creative skills. And, you know, I just can't understand how United can be so inept. The thing is, Ruben Amorim, he's coming with this new system of play. Okay, every player in the English Premier League should be able to adapt from where they are, the system of play they've been playing under Ten Hag or any previous coach, because they've got all the fundamental skills. That's why they've managed to get into the English Premier League, is they've got more than the fundamentals. They're high level. Okay, so it's not like you can't say to a player, just do this job, do that job. Basically, it's a simple game. I think coaches overcomplicate things. What's like that? This is what's happened with Ruben Amorim. You have to fit a style of play or a system of play into the players that you've got. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. You're going to lose games. So look at the playing pool that you've got, the group of players. What can they do? What can't they do? Strengths and weaknesses, and then put your playing style to suit. You as a coach have to be adaptable. You can't just expect the players to, at the drop of a hat, to be able to change from something that they've been doing maybe for the last 6 or 7 months, and then all of a sudden in the last few weeks drop into something. You have to adapt your style, otherwise you're not going to win games. All right, so send a comment. Remember to look at some of the coaching vlogs that I'm doing with young Cody. He wants to be a professional football player, and I'd like to help him. His mum and dad are really keen for him to try and get further in his game, but obviously there's a big thing there. Huge thing is the kid's got to want it himself. Okay, but anyway, so thanks for watching. Hope your team does well over this Christmas period, and I hope you can comment, leave a tick, share, and let me know what you think. Okay, God willing, see you next time. Okay, thanks. Over now. Tim. Bye.